Students, am I audible? Students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And PPT is visible to you.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for confirming. So, till the last turn, we have discussed about the structure of a construction or organization. Now, after that, in continuation, uh, we will discuss about the project cycle. Okay. Hmm. So, what is the project cycle? Project cycle is basically the life cycle of a project, and it is having various stages, phases, or steps. And as we know that every civil engineering project is unique in its character and varies with respect to time and degree of emphasis with respect to the phases of its construction during its life cycle. However, all projects certainly passes through uh, phases like conceptualization, engineering design, contracting, construction, commission, and utilization. So depending upon the contractual relations and way of project management, design and construction, phases can overlap to the various degree. It is not possible to identify some common stages across all construction process. There is no common nomenclature to describe the different phases of a construction project. What is required? That is to understand the basic purpose, functioning, and outcome of each stages. So, in a construction process or in a project cycle life, the various phases where there is overlapping. So, in that case, we can in that situation, sometimes it is difficult to do the nomenclature. So, the first step or first phase of the project cycle is the conceptual and feasibility study. Okay, this is the first phase. So, in the conceptual and the feasibility study, various things or various activities are there. So, among that, first thing is the purpose. So, in this stage, the purpose of this stage is to study the conceptual idea of the project and prepare a detailed project report. In this stage, idea generated by the individual slash or a group of the people. After that, After that, certain activities are performed which are important to establish the viability of the project. First is that conceptual development of the model and its study. Second, technical and economic feasibility study. Technical study basically related to design or any technologies there, related study. Feasibility, how feasible, means the possibility of that particular project. After that, environment impact assessment. This is a very important thing in case of a civil engineering project. After that, social impact assessment. This is also very important, and at these stages generally most of the projects uh, faces the problem, because civil engineering project required a lot amount of the land, and land is generally acquired from the farmers or the government land, and at that phase these situations comes in front of the engineer, like environmental impact assessment and social impact assessment. Also, land and geological survey or location of the project is also been finalized. Identification of major problem in the translating the project into the reality. So these activities are performed in the conceptual and feasibility study. For an example, suppose a state highway is crossing the railway line. The idea is to construct a flyover or railway overbridge. This is situated in a small district level town. Here the project is project is to construct a railway overbridge. In this phase, following points are examined. First, जैसे कि you can take a real example, जैसे कि MNIT के सामने जो railway overbridge बना है, you can take the example of that one. So in that, several points are which are required to examine. First is based upon the level of traffic and the basic model a basic model of the railway overbridge is prepared with respect to width, length, and approach road, etc. The cost of construction is roughly estimated, and source of money is also discussed. It is necessary to have a ROB now. The point is studied with regard to the level of traffic on the road as well as on the railway line. If the traffic load is low, the project may be discarded based on the cost benefit analysis. कोई प्रोजेक्ट की जरूरत क्यों है? This is also an important thing. Also, how to relocate and power line coming in the construction area. So this is also important. Preliminary soil investigation. This is also an important thing. So these points basically comes under the conceptual model and technical and economic studies. Environment project assessment. Or assessment of the project in terms of EIA is not only important for this project, but the study is carried out for construction of all the important structures. Important structures like dam, nuclear power plants, and several other important structures. In our country, many big dams such as Narmada and Tehri dams have been delayed due to the objection of a environment impact. And developed countries like USA, many nuclear plants were discarded due to the environmental assessment, or either got converted to the fossil fuel plants. Okay. Now, after getting the purpose, the functions which are done at this stage are: first, set objective of the project based upon the idea or the need. Second, technical and non-technical investigations. And third, development, evaluation and comparison of alternative solutions. Fourth, selection of a most feasible alternative. And fifth, prepare a detailed project report. So these are the functions which are performed in the conceptual and feasibility study. And the outcome of this stage is that a report dealing with the investigation and study concerning the problem to be encountered and its solution. So this report is the output of this study. Now, next stage or next phase in the project cycle is the engineering design. So this step is very much related to the engineers. In this stage, the project takes the definite shape. So the previous step, that was the conceptual and feasibility stage. So these steps can be performed by the architecture or can be performed by the owner or any of the person, but that requires some help of the engineer. But engineering design is completely done by the engineers only. In this stage, the project takes the definite shape. All the technical issues related to the projects are carried out. Engineer came out with the best alternative available. Now, in the engineering design, first we have to know that what is the purpose of this engineering design. So the purpose of this stage is to prepare the project summary, to prepare detailed drawings and specification, to make detailed structural design, and finally get the detailed estimated cost of the project. The type of construction and the methodology for network technique is worked out at this stage. In the engineering design phase, several activities are performed. First, preliminary design. So this stage involves the preliminary studies of various design alternatives, their economic comparative study, and architectural aspects. Also, in this stage, detailed field investigation such as soil testing, geological, hydrological data collection, market survey, etc. are carried out. Depending on the nature of the project, various data is collected. Sometimes it is difficult to say when the end of the feasibility study has taken and when the start of the preliminary design had taken place. सो जनरली फिजिबिलिटी स्टडीज और इंजीनियरिंग डिजाइन ओवरलैप करते हैं, जैसा कि मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया कि कोई डिस्टिंग्विश पॉइंट डिफाइन कर पाना कभी कभी मुश्किल होता है. सो दैट इज द थिंग. देन we have we have taken the example of railway overbridge. So in this step involves the selection of the bridge deck type, whether a steel or a concrete or a box girder or a pre-stressed, that which type of the bridge deck we will going to design. Also, exact dimension of a ROB is fixed, like number of the piers, width of the footpath, architectural aspect, etc. Also, detailed soil investigation, site investigations are carried out to get the idea of method of construction. So these all things comes in the preliminary design phase. Second step is the detailed design. Now, in this stage, the project is broken down into the component, and each of the element are analyzed and designated such that the engineers render an explicit drawing and specification which are used for the construction. So these two parts are activities are performed in the engineering design level. The functions which are generally performed are finalizing the project summary, carry out the technical investigation, preparation of plan and specification, detailed design and preparation of a working drawing, detailed cost estimate of the project, detailed uh, selection of construction methodology and scheduling, etc. The outcome of this phase is that after this step, we are getting the drawings of structural facilities, specification of component. So we have get the information of these. After that, the next step is the contracting and procurement. So in this step, the bill of the quantities are prepared and final cost estimate is worked out. Tenders are invited and most of the agreements are signed, and the relationship between the different parties involved is defined. The main purpose of this stage is that to award the contract to the contractor selected for the purpose on the suitable terms and conditions, ensuring the requisite and appropriate quality, cost, and completion time. The functions which are performed at this levels are First, like tender notice are advertised. After that, qualification of contractor or supplier is studied. After that, the comparative statement of the tender is made. Contract is awarded to execute the work, and for many of the projects such as the industrial project or the industrial material and equipment is also need to be purchased or installed. So the outcome of this stage is that the contract document is signed, which is a legal document describing the terms and condition to execute the project. So this is the outcome. Next step of project cycle is the construction or execution. So immediately after the contract is awarded, construction phase begins. This is the most important phase of the civil engineering project, where the major portion of the money is invested. A lot of issues of project management are involved during this phase. The project is realized in the real world. In case where the detailed drawing and designs were not available as a part of the tender document, contractor proceed with the preparation of detailed design and the drawing and follows it up with the construction. In some cases, the preparation of a detailed design and construction may proceed simultaneously with milestone-wise deliverables for both design and construction. After construction work has started, the progress is closely monitored and regular meetings held with the contractor to assess cost and schedule. The variations in the cost, quality, and schedules are noted, and corrective measures are taken to bring them to the desired level. So the purpose of this stage is that during this stage actual work is executed as per plan and specification. The construction methodology is carried out in a planned manner, preventing wastage of manpower, material, and money, and ensuring the completion of project within the stipulated time, cost, and quality. In this step, various functions are performed. First, the function is the selection of a construction method. Second is the labor and equipment management. Third one is the material management, that how to manage the material for the construction, how to ensure the supply. Construction scheduling is also one of the steps. In this step, it is calculated that the time and resource required for the completion of the activity and obtain the criticality of the activity. Also, labor, equipment allocation and resource allocation is also performed at this step. Construction finance is also being managed at this step. Quality of performance is also monitored at this stage, that as per the drawing is the proper work is there or not. Construction safety is also an step at this level, that is also need to be measured. Construction organization management, construction subcontracting, construction supervision, and the method of reporting also performed at this stage. Construction supervision is also performed at this stage. Duties, arbitration, labor law, penalty, all these things are happen at this stage. And value engineering is also perform. So the output of this stage is the actual structure or the facility which is being constructed. After that, the next step is the commissioning of a project. So the purpose of this step is to check that the project has been carried out according to the contract document. All the facilities developed should function properly as stated in the design. Also, during this stage, change in a design during the construction is properly documented for the purpose of technical performance and financial implications. This is also being checked. The functions which are performed at this stage are check if component is functioning according to design or specification, check if the entire system is functioning according as desired. Also, the removal of the defect, if any, during the construction work, that is also ensured. So this is one of the main stage. In the bigger projects such as a power plant, industrial project, dam, etc., the commissioning is carried out in several stages. Then the complete system is tested. Testing of components are generally carried out during the construction phase. Operational and maintenance instructions manuals are also prepared during this phase. And the outcome is that the project is the conceptual project is converted into the reality and project is ready for the use of end user. After this step, the next step is the utilization and maintenance. So in this step, basic infrastructure facility created should be utilized to its full capacity. Regular repair of the part getting damaged has to be accomplished. This stage has become a very important stage in dealing with the project when we talk about the life cycle cost of the project. So these are the steps when under any project cycle. Okay. After the project cycle, the next topic is the project management. So in the project management, we will see that how any project is managed and what are the different points which we need to remember. So till now we have discussed that the construction projects are complex and multidisciplinary in the nature. The activity comprise of the engineering, procurement and a tight time schedule. The construction project requires special technical and financial knowledge, involves several agencies like a owner, engineer and contractor, requires close supervision and monitoring, requires a large workforce comprising of skilled, semi-skilled and untrained labor. Whereas technology or engineering deals only with the material thing management, with both material thing as well as a human thing. Even advanced technology cannot fully utilize if we lack in a human resource or a social sphere. So here the role of the management comes into the picture. The theories of management increases the productivity through technological innovation, taking into account the human factor involved in these advancements. In civil engineering project, the type of the management involves at two level or two types. First is the functional management and second is the project management. Okay. So the functional management involves the coordination of repeated work of various nature, where project management is the organization of one fine work. Actually, in civil engineering projects, both type of management are